Hey y'all, it's the Country Notary. I mentioned earlier, I guess today is video day. I have a few videos to drop today. Hopefully this information will find you well and be useful to you at some point in your loan signing agent career. Okay, today earlier I said I was going to drop 3 videos because of the length. I don't want them to be too long. Short videos, same day, same clothes, same makeup. I got canceled 3 times in 3 days. However, this one, I'm going to start with this one first. Positive, something that could have, I guess, been considered a negative situation turned into a positive situation. By the way, before I get too far, please like and or subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Please like this video. I received an order a couple of days ago for a signing for an older gentleman. At the time, of course, that I received the order, I didn't know he was an older gentleman, but when I called to confirm the appointment, through our dialogue, I realized that he was an older gentleman and he needed a little coaching. So, you know, being the coach, being the emerging notary mentor and coach that I'm actually becoming, I had to coach my signer up a little bit and have a dialogue with him to understand, or actually to make him understand, and also to get an understanding of what his knowledge was of the process. Because again, pro tip guys, sometimes the signers really don't know and are confused about the process. Okay, the process. He wasn't confused that he was signing documents. He was just confused on the process and who I was and who I worked for and why I was calling him. So give you a couple of things. Number one, signers are not always fully aware, knowledgeable, or educated in the signing process, in the loan closing process. Sometimes even a simple process like an affidavit, a subpoena, they just don't expect them to always know what's going on because they may not. And part of our job as a notary is not to necessarily educate or convince them, but it is our job to make sure we have an understanding of the contracting company's instructions. If it's a title company or if you receive the assignment through a signing service, make sure you're fully aware of the detailed instructions before you call the signer. That's my next video. I hope I do them in the correct order, because even sometimes the signing service agent who answers the phone at the little 800 number or whatever number they provide is not always aware. So I hope I remember to remind myself in the next video, ask the right questions so that you get the right answers. But that's the second video. Okay, so I had to coach my signer up. Being empathetic to the fact that he seemed a little older and was not quite aware of the process and who I was calling him and where we were in the process. So through our dialogue, I realized, and as well as reading through the instructions, which in this case were not very detailed, the signing instructions that were listed in the platform were not very detailed. So I had to do a little reading between the lines. And then eventually, eventually, after reading between the lines and reading the instructions several times, I called, okay, I'm gonna stop. After reading the instructions several times and reading between the lines, sorry, I'm driving, losing my train of thought, I messaged the contact through SnapDocs with a simple question. Just to clarify, what's my question? Is this simply an application for a loan? The response was yes. I was like, what? Are you on like a character limit? You only get 3 character responses? So I said thank you and proceeded to call the signer. And as we were talking, he was a little confused. He wasn't sure if it was a loan. Were they sending him the loan? Did he get approved? You know, and so I explained to him that they are sending your documents to me. I will print them and bring them to you, and it is an application for a loan. And for some reason, he still really thought he had been approved for the loan and that he would be closing the loan today. That day, ambulance. Today we've had police, now we have ambulance. It's one of those days. These country streets. So we clarified that it took a few minutes, but then he finally understood. Yes, the man who called me, he was a nice guy, but he said he was gonna send me something. Are you gonna bring it? And so basically, I finally, was able to make him understand that I would be printing his loan application, bringing it to him, and walking him through filling out the application. Which, by the way, if you haven't received one of these types of assignments, new notaries, it's not very complicated. The package was about 85 pages long and thick, and it basically looked like any other loan closing document, except it was just the application. But if you weren't really paying attention, it just looked like another loan package. I need to do a video on that as well. I've talked to my daughter, who's also a notary, trying to get her started doing loan assignments, and I gave her an analogy about how loan packages, applications, affidavits all have some similarities, and I'm going to do a video on that because that's a little bit more complex right now. So finally got him through an understanding of what it was he was signing and how I would print them. I would arrive at his location, verify the address. Yes, he has a valid ID. He told me he was a veteran. Go veterans. And confirm the appointment, which would have been for today, Friday morning at 11 a.m. Went into Notary Gadget, made my updates, which I actually already had done that. I made my updates in SnapDocs, confirmed the appointment with the signer with the correct time. And then later on that evening, which would have been yesterday evening, I printed the documents, prepped them. Not too bad. Looks like any other loan application, looks like any other loan package, I should say. And set my bag up for the next day, set up my coffee pot, ready to go. No 9-to-5 job today. We're done. So first appointment of the day, ready to go. Mind you, I have 2 more videos on this same topic. I was canceled 3 times in 3 days. This is day number 2. I'm gonna flip the script and do day number 1, and this is day number 3. I'm gonna flip the script and do day number 1 and day number 2 videos later, but I had to do this one first because it was short and time is short. I'm actually on my way to a signing because this one had a silver lining, a happy ending. A positive came out of a negative. So got up, got dressed, put on my makeup, put my clothes on. It was all good, and it was pouring down rain. But that's kind of beside the point. It's always raining here. It's just the area that we live in. When I was about 15 minutes away from the signer's location, mind you, he lives about 35 minutes away from me, I followed up with a friendly phone call because he was older. I didn't want to text him. I normally text. A phone call and let him know that I was about 15 minutes away, which, I told him I would do so. And I was 15 minutes away. The rain had slacked up, no big deal, we're used to rain. And made that phone call, right? He answers the phone. I say, hello, Mr. Dunn, this is the notary. Spoke to you yesterday. I am en route to your location. I'm about 15 minutes away. Just letting you know that I'll be there in 15 minutes. He goes, I'm sorry, who is this? I said, this is the notary, sir. And I repeated my name because the day I talked to him, he was certain, he was adamant about getting my name, and it seemed like he was writing it down. The notary, sir, we spoke a couple of days ago. Oh, okay. Well, is this the, he mentioned it. Is this the Penny Mac loan? Because I did it yesterday. I said, what do you mean? I'm going to try not to frown. What do you mean you did it yesterday? Oh, yeah, I went to the credit union and did the Penny Mac loan yesterday. Is this the same one? Of course, now I'm confused. Again, it's, it's not that early in the morning, but I had just started drinking my coffee, so I was, not fully alert yet. I said, so are you telling me, sir, that you've already finished the application? Did you complete the loan process? Do you not need me to come anymore? Well, I went to the credit union yesterday and I filled out the Penny Mac loan and I got approved. So is this the same one? I said, well, okay, sir, hold on one moment. I had to pull the car over, because, I don't want to try to do all this while I'm driving. Pulled the package out of my bag, opened it. I said, no, sir, this application is the one we spoke of a couple of days ago. And the name of the company is, I mentioned it. It wasn't XYZ Mortgage, but I mentioned it, XYZ Mortgage, using the real company's name. And then he goes, oh, yeah, that guy, he was a real nice guy, real friendly. Yeah, tell him I don't need it anymore. I went with Penny Mac, and I guess they approved me. Can you tell me if they approved me? I said, well, sir, I don't work for Penny Mac, and I'm not sure. I'm the notary. My job today was to bring you this loan application and have you fill it out, and then I was going to email it back to this company, and that's pretty much what we had talked about the other day and agreed on. Oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I remember now. Yeah, you're that nice lady. I'm sorry. Tell the loan rep, and he mentioned his name because he remembered that man's name too, because I guess he writes names down, that I don't need it anymore. I took care of it at the credit union. I said, okay, well, great, sir. You have a great day. You have a great day. He goes, I'm sorry you had to drive out this way for nothing. I said, oh, no, sir. It's all part of the job. Thank you. Have a great day. You too. And I almost said, congratulations on your loan, but I don't know if that was professional or not. So hung up with him, turned around, went back to the house, and there was no contact phone number in SnapDocs. So I went back to the house because I didn't want to do all that from the car, and updated SnapDocs and let them know that the signer literally was approved for a loan with Penny Mac. He no longer, he basically canceled the appointment. Thank you. Always in with thank you. And oh no, he canceled the appointment. Additionally, please add a trip fee and print fee to this order. Thank you. That's what I replied back. That was at about 11:30-ish, 11:45, because by the time I drove back home, etc. So at about 2 o'clock, I realized I hadn't received a reply back from SnapDocs, because usually when you type something like that in, like canceled, signer didn't confirm, blah, 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 a signer canceled appointment, did not sign, you get an instant response, because most title agents or representatives, they're needing these documents, they're needing these loans to close, they're waiting, their job is to close loans, so they're quick to respond. No response back. At about 2:15 or so, I went into the SnapDocs and messaged her again, and that second time, she quickly replied back, oh, okay, no problem. Sorry that you had to drive out there for nothing, basically. She said, you will get paid anyway. Full fee, 70, I think it was $70, full fee. Thank you. I said, thank you for your business. Click. So $70 just for getting out of the bed, getting dressed, makeup, and drove about halfway and came back. $70. I wasn't too upset, right? But I'm going to end this video a little quickly because I'm talking too long. The moral of the story is, when I whipped back into the driveway, literally got back into my driveway, hit the garage door opener, my phone rang, and I received I'm dressed now, so I'm like, what am I going to do for the rest of the day? I don't have another signing today. My phone rang. A company out of Houston called me. They had Googled me. They Googled me, y'all. Country Notary is published. They Googled me. A law firm out of Houston needed some affidavits served today. And I'm like, always say, oh, let me check my schedule. Yes, ma'am, I am open. I am open until about 3 o'clock this afternoon. She said, great. I will email you the affidavits with the information. Please confirm with the signers, etc., which I did. She emailed it to me about an hour later, called the signers, confirmed. I'm at the location now. I just pulled up, y'all. And like I said, positive ending. actually double positive. I'm double dipping today. Got paid for the assignment that was canceled, full fee, and turned right around, received an order for an affidavit. It'll take me about 5 minutes, in and out, 2 pages, $72. So for, I guess, maybe less than an hour of work today, including the driving time and the time on the computer, printing the affidavits, preparing the invoice, talking on the phone to the law firm's paralegal, within an hour, $142, right? Not too bad for a rainy Friday afternoon. And in the meantime, I went to the pawn shop and bought a great laptop, and I plugged it in and worked. Oh my God, it's so fast, guys, lightning fast. I'll talk about that in another video. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video. It's the Country Notary. Let me get in here and finish this affidavit, assignment, notarization, and I will talk to y'all soon.